Hey, what's up, guys? It's Corey here from Dapper Dollars, coming at you again. Merch is finally back. I know a lot of you have probably been making sales, and it's just been incredible to have this income flowing again. And I feel like it's been a great revitalization of what the purpose for me is of why I'm doing merch and why I created this YouTube channel. And I know it took a long break off, and I would just like to start back up to get this thing rolling so we can all reach our financial futures together. And I wanted to get started with what my August income report is. So far, I have made $823 in income. I have spent $313 on ads, and that brings me to $510 in profit. Now, most of this, again, if you've watched my channel, you know that the spaces that I occupy are breast cancer, autism awareness, leukemia, truck drivers, and mostly evergreen stuff. So I'm not particularly a trend tracer. I did have a few shirts made and made shirts myself of the welcome back to school niche because as you know, this is a very interesting time for people to go back to school. So I did things like welcome back to school, wash your hands, and things that would be relevant to our current situation. And I feel like these have done really well. I mean, I've sold at least 10 to 20 of each individual design. I had about 4 designs up, and they've done pretty well so far. You know, they've kind of stopped selling because the back to school trend is over, but that's just a recap of what have been the most popular designs for me. And one thing that I want to reiterate with this channel, like this profit, this $510 a month profit is not completely passive, but you know, that's largely passive. I have maybe uploaded 15 shirts and I've still continued to make sales every single day. And this is great, but this is not the purpose of why we're doing this. Remember, this channel is here to help you use merch to get to a better place in your life. And I've definitely taken that to the next level this year, especially during the coronavirus, because I didn't have merch income. I was looking at things like investing in the stock market. And so this is where I've put most of my focus. I know in the past I've talked about real estate and doing things like that, but the stock market has proven to be more accessible. You know, the real estate would be great, but it takes an upfront investment of 20% of what the home's value is. I know there are people out there that can tell you how to get no money down deals, and honestly, it's just not for me. It's just something that takes too much time. I don't have a lot of time. I only put, less than 20 shirts up this month, so I don't have much time outside of that to go look at real estate. But I do have time to read. I'm able to read stock reports. I'm able to read about companies that I'm interested in. I'm able to watch the news and see who's doing what and seeing what the trends are in the world. And so I wanted to give you guys an update on that, and I wanted to invite you to walk with me through this because before I talked about investments in mutual funds and things like that, but I found that stock markets are investing in individual stocks within the stock market can be lucrative, especially in this economy where everything's beaten down a little bit. The deals aren't out there quite as much as they were in March, whenever everything hit and everything exploded. But there are deals out there, and if you take the time to learn, that you will find out that deals are constantly happening because even now when most companies are recovering, there are things like the second quarter reports that come out and companies drop. Companies didn't meet their earnings, and that creates a buying opportunity for you. So anyway, I'm looking forward to walking on this journey with you guys, and I'm looking forward to sharing everything that I'm learning in the stock market and share my growth and the opportunities that I'm seeing and helping you guys to reach financial freedom and independence together through this merch by Amazon income opportunity. Because this merch by Amazon income, again, should not be just you get the money from merch by Amazon, you go spend the money. This should be, especially if you're under 30, maybe 35, this should be an opportunity to take this side income that you don't really need. If you're just going to go spend it on a new car, it could be much better served to provide you an income in the future where you can, have better things, not just buying a car now, but having a really incredible life in the future. So anyway, let's walk through what I've been invested in. There are a few stocks that I've traded in and out of since I got started in stock market investing, but right now these are my current holdings: Carnival, Dropbox, Etsy, and Helion. Carnival Cruise Line, I'm sure a lot of you have probably heard about this stock. It was trading at 50 before the stock market crash, and then now I bought in at, I think, $15. So it's one that's definitely going to come back. Carnival is one of those companies that is the front runner of cruise industries. So if you have the opportunity to buy into Carnival, definitely get that started. Dropbox, we all know this company. It's a solid company. It's got an incredible balance sheet. The balance sheet meaning that it doesn't have much debt to what their cash on hand is. So even though they've gone through this coronavirus and things have kind of dropped off for Dropbox a little bit as far as income, the ability that they have because of the cash they have on hand is going to put them in a position to make it through this situation pretty easily, and they're going to come out on the other side really well. And the earnings report that they released showed that they are actually doing pretty well. With the stay-at-home economy and everything right now, Dropbox is in a pretty good situation to provide a solution to people. If they want to transfer files and whatnot or share work online. And Dropbox is coming out with a online workspace that is going to increase their value even more in this stay-at-home economy that's probably not going to leave us anytime soon. So Etsy is our next one. Etsy is definitely one, we work in the print-on-demand space. Why not invest in what you know is working for you? So Etsy is one of those that I'm very confident in. It's probably going to grow a lot over the next 5 to 10 years. Helion, this one is my energy play because Helion, if you haven't heard of it, is a company that takes the drivetrains out of semi-trucks and the diesel drivetrains out of semi-trucks and replaces them with natural gas and electric drivetrains. This is incredible because a trucker would have to either buy a $200,000 fully electric truck from Tesla, or I think it's $240,000 from Nikola, the semi-truck that they offer. Instead, they can go to Helion and they can get a drivetrain that converts their diesel engine into a natural gas or electric for $40,000. So this is going to be the first stage for truckers moving to the zero emission space, and it's required that they're going to have to do that. So Helion is in a great position to be that first step getting people to the zero emission standards that the government's setting up. So that is why I'm invested in Helion. I don't think Helion is going to be as big as Tesla, obviously, because Tesla is in the final destination space. Helion is just kind of like the step to get to where Tesla is already waiting. So Tesla is still one of those that I would love to invest in, but honestly, at close to or over $2,000 probably at this point, it's just not a stock that I can buy and invest and expect to have much growth in. And yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So far, I've got $1,900 of my own money invested. That account is worth about $3,297. And I've got $400 on the sidelines ready to go, not including the money or the profits that I've made from August. So anyway, that's where we're at. And I definitely cannot wait to hear from you guys about where you are and what you're doing, and I hope that you are taking this Merch by Amazon opportunity and using it to make a huge impact on your future life. And I just can't wait to see what the future holds. And just remember, someone's gonna do something great every day, guys. Why not you? See ya.